Breaking news, man. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna wait a minute into it. Um, Malcolm X's daughter, Malika Shabazz, has passed away at age 56 in her Brooklyn home, Brooklyn, New York. Um, right now, it's still sketchy. They saying ain't no foul play. So before I put my tinfoil kufi on and start connecting the dots and researching shit, I'm gonna let some days go by and see what was going on, see what she was working on. Uh, like see what behind the scenes she was doing behind the scenes. Because if she's uh, the daughter of Malcolm X and Betty Shabazz, I just know she just wasn't. Um, how can I say it? Wasn't just a regular, just dun, 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 dun. I see her as a probably a freedom fighter. Things that her what her dad and her mom was on. You know what I mean? So I know she had to probably be working on something. So you can connect the dots. When you do the what was the behind the scenes type of situation. Side note, just less than a week, the two guys who were as the front men, I would call them the front men, who they say murdered Malcolm X. But we all know who murdered Malcolm X. Rest in peace to the late Dick Gregory. But he pointed out very well. The autopsy showed bullets coming from up top. These guys shot from up here. So I mean, you can do the math. You know what I'm saying? So where did them bullets come from up top? If they say only the shooters that was caught, they shot from inside the crowd. So we all know who was behind that. Like fast forwarding it to Young Dolph, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Any of these people that you see that, yeah, they dealing with regular everyday folk who look like them. And sometimes you have problems with cats, but the government is weasels. If anybody ever seen the movie Belly, you know what I'm saying, with the late DMX and Nas, and at the end you see how they try to get DMX to turn on the minister, and they use his freedom and what he was going through at the time as a carrot to dangle that in front of him, like, okay, if you do this job for us, we'll do a job for you. You know what I mean? So like I said, before I put my tinfoil kufi on and get to connecting the dots, because it could just be natural causes. She was 56 years old. You got COVID out here. We don't know what her health was like. So it could be natural. It could just be the fact that she was just older and dealt with whatever, health issue. But again, she's the daughter of Malcolm X and the daughter of Betty Shabazz. And, these two names, her mom and her dad was, giants in this freedom fighter thing, this civil rights thing. So she's not just a regular offspring, she's not a regular Mo and Joe. So, you always gotta, cross your T's and dot your I's when it comes to folk of that nature, Just because, like I said, when you say the names Young Dolph, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, Tupac, any of these guys who end up getting killed on the streets, and then they got the street person as the face of it, but man, it's called a hidden hand, yo. Like, we know, come on, man. When they made the movie Belly, they didn't think of that concept out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? You ever heard of the Manchurian Candidate? Like, these is things that, matter of fact, like the guy in Wisconsin is a black guy who rammed his car into a Christmas parade or Thanksgiving Day parade. You got to ask yourself, if he was going through some mental things, but still, how did he, like, you got to look behind stuff. And I know it's hard for people to, look behind stuff because people see things as they see it. But trust me, man, sometimes you got to go a little bit deeper. And when you do the math, you'll start figuring things out. So like I said, before I put the tinfoil kufi on, on our sister, I just want to just say, condolences to the family, rest in peace. But before I speak any further on it and I go, deep into it, I want to let some days go by see what all comes out, because they're going to throw it out. It's in the news now. You know, it just happened today, so it's in the news. It's in the news. But eventually, it's going to fade out the news. They're going to throw something in there. If it's some janky shit, they're going to throw it out there. But people move on to news cycles every day. So they throw it out there. They can put, oh, it was a suspicious death, come to find out by the autopsy, blah, blah, blah. But by that time, it had been other things in the news that people that moved on to, and they're not going to pay attention to it. So me, I like to do that type of research. I like to let things come out and then catch it, you know what I'm saying, when other folk then moved on. So again, Malika Shabazz has passed away at the age of 56 in her home in Brooklyn, New York. All right? I'll touch base back on with y'all if it's any updates or anything else to that story. All right? Peace.